Hey guys, I am back. It's not a vlog today. And I'm gonna brag. My daughter just is still with some veggie straws. What? Was? I just wanted, so today is a vlog where I talk about, obviously you already read the title, but I talk about meeting Chloe Moretz. I think that's how you say it. And I'm glad I waited till today to record this video because something else happened to, like, what would you say, to confirm that it was her. And I'll talk about that, okay? So, I was at work. I just took a nap. I took the best nap ever, and being a mom, that usually never happens. She was asleep, so I took advantage. I came to lay down. I actually got here from work. I went to take the dogs on a walk, and I came and laid down, and I just passed out completely. But so this is exactly what happened. So if you guys don't know, if you don't watch my vlogs, all done. I've talked about my job and what I do. Basically, I'm a cashier at it's like a Subway. It's almost the same thing as a Subway, but it's local and it is better. I would say it is better. Like, we make the bread there. Every morning we make bread. So, no more. I'm done. No more. I'm talking, baby. Can't be eating. But every morning we make the bread. We bag the bread. Everything is made there. And so this is a really good, like, place to eat. This place is on, like, what is it called? I don't think, I said last time TripAdvisor, but I don't think it's TripAdvisor. Let me look it up because I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's on TripAdvisor. So I was right, it's on TripAdvisor, and I'm sure that's where Chloe, like, read about this place. Like, so there's comments about you can't visit without visiting this place. So I think that's why she went. Oh, and because her driver goes to Subwitches a lot. So I'm sure, like, he recommended it as well. And guys, this girl, Chloe Moretz, if you don't know her, like, Google her up. She's in Deadpool and Kick-Ass. And I already said this, but she's in Brain on Fire. And she's coming out with a new movie in March. It is called Greta. It's like a horror movie kind. No, I'm not sure how you would describe it. Okay, so she goes to Telluride every year. I did my research to, like, make sure it was her because I was like, how could it be her? So I looked her up. I looked up, like, interviews on YouTube to know. Right here, baby. And she does, and, like, she actually does go to Telluride, which is 1 hour away from here, from where I live. She goes to Telluride every year. So then I was like, maybe it is her. Like, okay, let me go all the way from the beginning. So she goes in, and I treat her like anybody else because to me she was just anybody else. Do you want to be in the frame? I had no idea who she was. And then so I take her order. I remember she goes in and she says, she's over here saying hi. And she goes in, like, right away. She walks in, she walks up to the counter and she says, I want a number of veggie turkey. So I bring it up, like, I write it down. We write it down there. We don't really use computers. It's just like old-fashioned write it down. So I write it down. And then she went to with 2 other guys. One of them was her brother, and then her driver, obviously. Actually, like, what do you want? To her brother, like, that's how she said it. Hi. So I was thinking, oh, this girl's kind of confident. Like, I don't know. She is kind of confident. She's not cocky. She's just confident, if that makes any sense. So then she tells it, I was like, okay, is that everything? And then she goes and says, oh, go ahead and order to the driver. The driver orders, and the driver got his usual, which my boss told me, he's like, I know him, but I don't know the other two. Anyway, so I go and they go sit down, and I go clean the bathroom. And Debbie, and my coworker, my boss basically, she goes and asks me, do you know that girl? I was like, no, I have no idea who she is. She's like, she's an actress. I was like, oh really, who is she? And she's like, I don't know, but I know she's an actress. So I didn't think much of it. I was like, probably not, probably just looks like an actress maybe. So she like keeps looking into it. She saw that they were driving a Telluride Express truck. Telluride Express, I think it was a van, I didn't see it. And those are fancy, some of those are really fancy. The driver obviously took them from Telluride. So then, oh, and I looked at her card because I was like, whoa, this girl is really competent. I need to like just know what her name is. And yeah, it was Chloe. I remember it started with a C and an M. I didn't really memorize the name. So, what baby? Then she's like, did you look at the card? My boss asked me. I was like, I did actually. And I told her the first name starts with an M and the last name starts with a C, but I had them mixed up. So she looked up someone else. I don't remember who it was. Donnelly, Megan Donnelly, something like that. It's like, no, that does not look like her. It kind of does, but it doesn't. And then a day later, a day passed, and she kept like talking about it. And I just didn't really care that much. I didn't really believe her. So the day passed, and then at night, she showed up on my phone. I don't know if something has to do that. Something has to do that. Her phone and my phone were like close together. That the next day, or a few hours later, an ad pops up on my Facebook, and I was like, whoa, I know, like I was just scrolling through Facebook and it was her ad, and I don't know, this is so weird, but I was like, whoa, I know this girl. So on the ad it had her name, obviously. So I kept looking. I was like, this is the girl. She is a vegetarian. What else? Pescatarian, I believe she is. Pescatarian or something like that. She goes to Telluride every year. She has a brother, which looked exactly like the one she went with, to my work. What else? Everything just added up. And I texted my boss that morning. I was like, I need to tell you something. Like, I think I know who this girl is. And I did not text her the name because I wanted to be there when she saw it. Like, I wanted to show her personally. So then I go to work that day of that morning. Does that make any sense? And I show them. I show all of the people that were there, plus the owner of the place. And he didn't see her, so he has no idea if it was her or not. But they're like, yes, this is her, like, you got it, you figured it out. So, yes, everyone agreed it was her, Chloe Moretz. And then, so we're set on it. We're like, yes, this is her. Oh, and her brother had stories on, like, Telluride on his Instagram. I told my sister about it, and she kept looking into it as well. Her brother had stories that he was on Instagram, that he was in Telluride that day. So like it just added up. So it was her. And yesterday, today is the 7th or the 8th? I don't even know. The 9th. So yesterday, the 8th, January 8th, her driver comes into my job, and he orders his usual. So he orders his usual, but I didn't recognize him because I'm so bad with people. Like, I am so bad with recognizing faces. I forget right away. Anyway, that doesn't matter. It does matter, actually. So I didn't recognize him. Debbie was not there to ask him because she's sick. She's been sick all this week, so it's been 3 days that she hasn't been to work. So yesterday she was gone, and that guy came in, and he just started talking, and he went in with 2 kids, which he didn't go in with 2 kids with Chloe, obviously. So I didn't put anything together. And he starts talking. It was the time that we eat at my job. Like, I eat. That's the time I eat. So I went to go sit down and eat, and they were talking about something Hollywood. I just heard it. I was like, are they talking about Chloe? I was like, doubt it. So I ignored it completely. I'm saying that a lot. Ignored it completely. So I ignored it. And so then that guy leaves, and my boss, the guy, the owner of the restaurant, he goes and tells me, what was that girl's name that came in? Because I don't think he believed it at all when I first told him. What was that girl's name again? I was like, Chloe Moretz. He's like, yeah, that was the driver. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, he said he came in with her that day that you guys saw her. I was like, okay, so it was her. Like, that's when I had already known it was her, but that's when I was like 100%, 110% sure it was her. And they were actually, I didn't hear this because I was busy eating my delicious sandwich. But he told her it was the whole trip, out of the whole trip, sorry baby, out of the whole trip, going to my job was her favorite part. Like, cause he also told me, cause I guess they went to a thrift shop somewhere around here. I'm not sure where. There's a bunch around here. What are you doing? I need water. So they went to a thrift shop, and everybody was taking pictures with her. Everybody like kept bugging her, which I can assume would be so, not annoying, but like just irritating, like so stressful. And at my job, at where she was, I'm pretty sure people like maybe thought she looked familiar. But nobody bugged her. Nobody told her anything. And yeah, guys. And I think if she were to go in again, I would not ask for a picture. Oops. I would not ask for a picture. I would leave her alone. Like, there's places for these things. There's times and a time and a place for this, like meet and greets. I don't think I would like being surrounded by a bunch of people like 24/7. Like, yes, I'm sure she's grateful for what she has, for like all the 15 million followers that she has on Instagram. But by the way, she learned to drink out of the bottle yesterday. So milestones, happy day. I'm sure she's grateful, but I'm sure she's needs her like time to just like be a normal person. I think that's like the best way to put it. But I would not ask her for a picture. Like, I wouldn't bug her. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Anyway, that's what that's my story. That's what I wanted to say. The way I met Chloe Moretz. But yeah, guys, that is my story. I'm sorry if it wasn't very interesting. I'm not done yet. No, I'm not done yet. I'm almost done. She sat down for 20 minutes, guys. This never happens. The chips worked. They're veggie straws, so they're not super unhealthy. And water. 20 minutes that she sat down with me to film a video. You are my little partner in crime. Yeah? Do you wanna go to the gym? Let's go to the gym, baby. It's 5:53, guys. I have to change to go to the gym. But thank you guys so much for watching. And we will see you tomorrow. Say bye. Can you say bye? Adios. Say bye. Bye. Bye, guys.